Yeah. All right, we're good. Skip task 3.
Everybody ready to go first?
Yeah, I just sent yours, Shonda, earlier. I guess I could start with you. I just said everything was clear, descriptions for the curriculum day, all information was aligned to the topic, everything seemed good there. The idea of the feedback survey was definitely a strength, and the timeline for the implementation, as well as other things that are kind of going on at the same time there too. And like you said, it's a new school, so there's probably a lot of new things you guys are starting to implement there. The only suggestion I maybe said was maybe have a timeline for the actual curriculum day as well, like what's going to happen by an hour by hour, or minute by minute basis, or what have you there. Leadership was demonstrated throughout. Paper's well written, and but everything else was good.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. And Nick, I think I sent yours a while back. I mean, it's very similar. I mean, another good paper there with your day. You said yours isn't going to be implemented till the spring?
Yeah, we're going to try to get that set up in March. I actually just met with the student council, gave them an idea as to what they're going to be doing and their role in it. And then earlier this week, I had another meeting with the PTO board about how we're going to go about setting that up and kind of what they're going to be doing as well.
That's good. Yeah, I liked your marketing plan, and the flyer there for that too is good. So yeah, I mean, I didn't see many weaknesses there. So yeah, I thought it was good. I thought, because I was kind of looking for some way to get feedback too, and I had a paper survey I was going to pass out. Then after kind of looking at yours and some others there too that I saw, I thought a good way to maybe back that up in case you don't get anything back would probably be implementing more of a digital one too. So yeah, all good from my end.
All right. All right, I guess I'll go ahead and go. So James, looking at yours, I mean, the content, everything was clear, everything was lined up perfect. I mean, I think the whole setup of the community, or not the community, but the career day is going to be great. It's going to benefit all those students, especially ones that don't know about career options around them within their community, and what kind of educational background or training may be necessary for those jobs. I know that we took the middle school kids on a manufacturing day recently to local companies there in the county, and I mean, they learned a tremendous amount about what's required of jobs there and what kind of education you need. So I think that's definitely good for those high school kids. The greatest strength I thought in your paper was the organization of the day and just the setup and how that was going to be revolved around the community, and how you were going to bring in local businesses and their role, and how they were going to be set up in that to assist. I think the survey, again, is great. I kind of mentioned maybe, given some questions in your document there about like what you were going to include in your survey, what kind of questions you were going to ask, how detailed they might be, as to what kind of feedback you were looking for. But I thought it was a good idea. And then, of course, the leadership throughout. You had your team, you organized that to implement that career day. And then, of course, working with your external stakeholders, your businesses and community members, bringing them in the school, getting them involved, and kind of letting them, take over a little bit as well during that day. And so I thought the whole thing was great, and I hope that gets set up and goes well. So.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it happening in over a month now.
Yeah. All right, and then Shonda, let's see. All right, I got yours here. Yeah, content, same thing. I mean, everything was well written. Everything was aligned to the topic. You presented everything in a way that was understandable and made sense. You had your PTA involved. You talked about their role and their involvement in the school. You gave a great description on the curriculum night and how it was going to be implemented and what was going to be done. And so I thought that looked real great. Greatest strength again here, same thing, was the organization of that implementation for that event and the timeline, and kind of how you were going to go about creating a survey to gather some information, some feedback from your stakeholders as to how you could go about improving that. What could be changed, what could be added. Maybe there was more detail that needed to be here or there during that day, and so just getting that feedback, I think, is great.
Yes.
Didn't really see anything that I thought was a weakness. I mean, I just thought everything was organized and very informative. You had a great layout. You knew exactly what you were going to do. You knew exactly who was going to be involved and kind of where they were going to be involved at and what their role was in that day.
Yeah.
And then your leadership portion of it, you had your team. You talked about your team, who was involved, who was going to be helping out. Kind of where they were going to be at during that, and of course, you're pulling in the PTA, and I just thought all of it was really great, and it just meshed really well. And same thing there. I mean, I hope that day goes well for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I guess I can attach or I can like screenshot. I created a sign up genius too. So it was like for parents to be able to choose what sessions they want to go to. And it was kind of like um time by time. So I guess if I added that, then that would be like my little last feature that I could put
Yeah.
into
And
that.
that'd
So
be a good evidence too. Probably check off on one of your competencies.
okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Well, yes, I'll start with Nick's. I have yours right here. You know, great leadership shown throughout. Wonderful idea with the community day. I was looking at some of your marketing strategies and I saw you gonna like put it in the newspaper, and I just felt like that was just an awesome idea, a way to get the community more involved. Um, Also with having like the two separate times, I think that was also great, being able to meet the needs of those parents that might can't make it to one session, they can make it to the next session. I think that was a great idea. All your formatting, everything was in place. What else did I show? Content was there. Each little subheading was in place. I'm just looking forward to hearing about this community day because that just sounds like it's just such a great idea and a way to get all stakeholders involved. Really good. Great.
Thank you.
With James, I'm gonna go back out. I remember one thing that really stuck out to me was something that you guys already do now. It was with the students having like an internship. Like now, like they can go out and do like an internship or something like that. I just felt like that's such a wonderful idea to allow those students to be able to do that at that grade level. It's just a great idea what school does now. That was just one thing that I was reading about that really just stuck out to me. And then of course with the career day, I just feel like it's a great idea. The paper, everything was written well. I'm trying to pull it up. Here it is. Yes, everything was aligned, written well, showed great leadership. Yeah, I would go along with Nick with adding in like those survey questions or whatever, being able to do it like electronically. That was really cool. I just kind of figured that out myself with creating that Google form. I was like, oh, this is a neat idea, a way to get good feedback. So that's just a good idea or suggestion. But otherwise, I think it's just a great idea to do, to also get the community involved and to help those kids get a little jump on their future. So look forward to hearing about that also.
Thanks.
Great deal. Great job.
Thank you. All
Yep.
right, so
That's basically it.
yeah, skip 3. So we don't have to meet Zoom wise for 4, correct?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
And we just we take our 2 best peer reviews, and that's what we're sending in. All right.
And those are the ones that we wrote, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah.
The peer reviews that we did on you, like the ones that I did on you guys. Okay.
Okay. And the only other
Yeah. So I think
question-
initially they didn't.
What's that?
Go ahead.
No, that's all right. Go ahead.
You go ahead. I was just saying, I know Nick had asked me about the cap earlier, and I think initially we were thinking that I wasn't going to have time to get through with the skip, but it seems like I'm up with everyone else in the class. I'm just going to keep working and try to knock it out so I won't have to worry about that next semester. I don't need that next semester on me. I'd rather just go on and get it done. So I'm just going to keep moving.
Yeah, I don't blame
I'll tell you what, if you want to, James, if you can you hit stop recording, and then that way you shouldn't have to